I have to do my level up real quick, so. Fuck. Okay, character sheet, pop out.
Wait,
All right.
you get Hunter's Mark by?
Mm-hmm.
So help me out here real quick, GM. I just hit level 3. What all do I need to do?
Roll a d8.
Roll a D8. Okay.
So you get 5 plus your Constitution.
Plus hit points?
Yep, 5 plus Constitution since you rolled below the average.
I mean, you say Constitution, you mean the number above the big number.
The small number, not the not
8.
the 16.
17 plus 8, that's 25.
Okay, good. I don't have the lowest amount of hit points.
Okay.
I have 32.
What else? Do we do any attributes this level or no?
At level 3, you get your not your divine domain. You actually don't get anything at level 3. You get your second level spots. That's what you get.
Okay, so I go to spells, and I now have.
You should have 3 cantrips. You have 4 first level slots that you can use, and you have 2 second level, and you can know a total of. What is your wisdom modifier?
Wisdom modifier, it's 4/18.
So you know 4 plus your cleric level. So you can know a total of 7 spells.
All right. Yeah. So you basically, quote unquote, know all of the second level cleric spells, but between the first level spells you have prepared and the second level, you can only have a total of 7.
Okay, so I'm confused then, because I have.
The ones that are cure wounds and above are always prepared, so they don't count.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can add 1 more.
Yeah,
add
but you're
one
gonna
more,
want to take
or-
you're gonna want to take some second level spells because you could use them now.
How do I see the second level spells?
You can look at them on 5e tools, and I'm gonna be adding the ones that are available right now. If there's another one that you like, we can
Ooh, Pyro gets
manually add it.
Hey Wolf, how you doing?
I highly recommend Hold Person. Totally not a broken spell, and it's totally not for biased reasons why I want it.
I am so pissed. I didn't realize this, but corgis in America, they cut their fucking tails off.
You didn't know that?
I didn't know that. Dude, that's fucking awful.
They do it to pit bulls too, I think.
Dude, I saw a couple like European fucking corgis with these gorgeous like 6-inch tails, and I'm just like, what?
Yep.
That's awful. Like this whole week, I've been like staring at Maple and wondering what she looks like with a sexy tail. You want to give me some more water?
No.
I'm currently sitting down. I can't really.
Sit down a second.
Fair enough. I've been put on workman's comp and it's driving me a little stir crazy. Pinched a nerve and neck at work. Oof. Where do you work? Do you work at HEB? That's the other guy that works at HEB. Now my cantrips never increase, right? I always have just those 3.
They will increase at 5th or something like that. I don't remember off the top of my head.
Is it an next level, I think? Hold on, I have 5.
Yeah, you'll get an additional cantrip at 4.
Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of command because that seems to be kind of fucking useless. And then I'm gonna add 2 from the tier 2 spells.
Solid.
You're not adding them. Appreciate you doing that.
Yep.
Lost, are you still playing Warframe? Not Lost, Lax.
I haven't in a long time.
Apparently
Why?
just released a mech update.
Oh god.
Which is kind of funny considering you're already kind of a mech, kind of. Oh, dude, I remember that feeling when I went from being like sedimentary for 7 years, and then I went. Of course, I'm a lot bigger than you are. You're not big, so just some ice and water, if you don't mind. Thank you. And like when I went to work at Domino's, it was excruciating. Like Mike. No, just throw some ice into it. And then some water. My calves were so tight. Have you ever like I'm trying to think of how the best way to describe it. Like you bite into a shrimp and you know that like that feeling as you kind of chew through it with that weird like almost orangey muscle feel to it. That's kind of how it felt with my legs. Like I'd step off a curb and I could actually feel the muscle fibers shredding as they would pop out. Oh, it was awful for the first 2 weeks. My calves were like rocks. So.
Yeah, I definitely got to get better shoes.
You start with those auto prepared.
Thanks, Arlen. I appreciate it. Yeah, we're streaming. I'm gonna stick with streaming the Dungeons and Dragons. I'm not sure what I'm doing about the rest of the stuff yet. I'm kind of taking a week off to reevaluate. I'm trying to decide what I want to do. Like, I don't know. I was enjoying Tarkov until I got fucking domed today. Going in, I got mad at it. So, motherfucker was camping in a room for 30 minutes. As I looted all the shit around him, didn't move from his spot. I opened the door and he one-shot me in the head as I opened the door.
Oof.
In a closed room. And it's just like, motherfucker, dude, how long? People.
Alright. I am done messing with your character sheet.
Appreciate it. Okay, so let's get rid of command.
Damn, I forgot
And
how
you
many
said I had
good
to keep
spells you get.
1, 2, 3. You said I can have 8?
You're gonna have 7, not counting the ones that say domain or cast without slot.
Okay. So basically, okay.
Cure wounds is also something you have, I think.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, I feel, I don't know about Shield of Faith, but I feel Bane is required.
Bane's
Create-
amazing. That's gotta
Create
stay.
or destroy water. We kind of have to have because I don't have enough water to get there. Healing Word kind of sucks.
Wait, you don't have guiding bolt?
I do, but I haven't turned it on.
Ooh, that's probably a good one to take.
Well-
Healing word's good because it's a ranged heal. So if someone's down and we're like on our last death save, healing word's the spell you want to use because you can be 60 feet away. You don't have to touch us. So that's kind of like the clutch.
True, but I'm usually always next to you guys, so
It's one of those things like feather falling. It's going to be great that one time you need it, and it's going to be completely useless for the rest of the game.
augury do.
Augur is entertaining. You basically get to ask me questions, and you're basically casting bones to find out if I'm going to go yay, no, or maybe. It's basically a, hey, we're about to poke this. Is this a stupid idea? Let's check with the DM and get an actual answer.
See, I feel like you would fuck with me anyway, so
Keep in mind, you also
Minus
need that actually has a material cost that you actually need to expend. I think.
Yeah.
Lesser restoration is really good. Oh wait, you actually have that, don't you? Yeah, you already have that. Spiritual weapons is decent.
I already have that.
Hold person's amazing. I guess protection from poison, maybe. I don't really know.
Prayer of Healing's a great out of combat healing spell. Silence will basically wreck any casters because they need verbal components. And as long as they're in the bubble of silence, there's no noise period, so it means they can't cast spells.
Yeah, I like hold person, so we'll pick that one up.
You know why it's so good, though, right?
It's a root.
No. It inflicts paralyzation on an enemy. So what happens when you're paralyzed? Well, first, you can't move or speak. You're incapacitated.
Oh, okay, even
Second,
better.
you automatically fail any strength or dex save throws. All attack rolls within 5 feet have advantage, right? Lost?
Which
Or is it just
one?
every attack against it has advantage?
Hold person.
Yeah, for paralyzation.
What are the exact?
Oh,
rank
the crit hit is
colors?
what I'm thinking of. So
Yeah.
attack rolls against the creature have advantage. Any attack that hits within 5 feet is an automatic crit.
Holy fuck, this is powerful.
Prayer of Healing?
Yeah, up to 6 creatures that you can see within your range.
Yeah.
Keep in
Note-
mind
Note the
it's
time
casting
limit.
time.
So it's an out of combat spell.
You're not casting that in combat.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you can try, but if we're fighting for 100 rounds or 600 rounds, whatever it is, no.
How does it work?
Basically 10 minutes, which would be 10 turns, right?
No.
100 turns.
Oh, fuck.
Each turn 6 seconds.
It heals 6 of you for up to 16 plus my wisdom save. So it would basically be like a full heal to the entire party. The problem with it is it takes 10 minutes to cast, so it's not something I'll be casting in the middle of. Man, this feels almost like an anti-bane. Word of bonding. What does it do?
If you have the rings, it allows you to basically share hit points with someone.
I'm thinking silence is probably my best option here, even though we haven't bumped into casters.
Keep in mind, too, if you don't like any of them, you don't have to take second level. You can take another first level. You can have any combination of 7 spells.
Four d6 is 4d6 dice.
Yes.
Yep. Up to 24 damage.
That's actually pretty fucking evil.
And if you hit, it gives a advantage. I just don't know if it's next attack or for a whole turn.
The next attack.
So yeah, whoever goes after you gets advantage.
Zone of Truth can be funny if you hit the right people with it.
Oh, I like that.
That's a way to guarantee you're going to get answers. Or
We use
At
that
least-
a lot.
not get incorrect answers.
I'm going with Zone of Truth. I think that'll be more fun for the way I've been playing my character. And I have Death Touch with Inflict Wounds.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the way I want to play my character, I think this will probably be better. I will pick up the Death Bolt or Guiding Bolt later. I don't know how many spells I gain next level, but
So
Yeah,
guess
you'll
also-
gain one additional learned spell next level.
Jesus.
So you understand how it works, Pyro. You take your wisdom modifier plus your cleric level, and that's how many spells you could have.
So if you bump your wisdom next level as well, because you'll get an ASI, you could potentially add 2. But
Just seems like I'm awfully limited on spells, but fair enough.
You have 7.
I know. I don't know. It just feels like I'm limited.
it's the fact that you've got a giant drop down for both of them that makes it feel limited.
Probably. Is there a way I can, in the UI, I can move this up?
This unfortunately no.
Okay. All right. Well, I can cast 6 spells though now, so that's a nice bonus.
Yeah,
And I can cast a level 1 as a level 2 to
Correct.
jack it up?
If-
Okay.
right. You just have to use this second level slot at that point.
I wonder what would happen to inflict wounds if we...
Additional D10.
Oh, boy, that's fucking filthy. That means I can I can flat out just ghost somebody with that one. Fucking 40 damage.
Mm-hmm. If it all rolls max.
It'll look
If you
like
crit with it, you'd be rolling 8 D10 at that point.
God dang. It'd be like Sarah Connoring somebody. And
How does one crit?
If you
20.
roll a natural 20 on the attack roll.
Certain classes let you drop it to like a 19 or an 18. Like I could have won a champion fighter and I get crits at 19, but I went with Battle Master because it's more fun.
this is a really interesting beer. I would let you try this, but I don't think you would like it.
I hate everything you asked me to try, so.
This is it's called Samuel Smith's Organic Chocolate Stout. And it's like a Guinness with a chocolate cream finish. So like instead of that bitter aftertaste that Guinness has, it has like a chocolate cream finish.
Lost. I want to make sure I understand this right. If I
Interesting.
crit with a superiority dice, does that double the superiority dice as well?
I believe so, yes.
Perfect.
Same way a paladin, once he crits, adds his smite and it doubles the smite.
All right, I'm ready when y'all are.
Alrighty, then it'll take us back to the statue on the road where we left y'all.
And we've had a full rest, yes?
You're at the point of one, but yeah, there's nothing happening tonight. So there is the river if you want to attempt to go down river, or you can just keep going along the
Well,
path.
I guess my question is, do we need to rest or are we good?
We are good.
Okay. Then is our destination along the river?
Not in the direction it's currently flowing. So
Will it
Yeah.
end up there?
Path it is.
you don't know.
We don't have a map?
You have a map, but it's not incredibly detailed.
Okay. All right, well then.
You,
I was gonna say
you
we
got
could
the map that Timmy has in her pocket.
I was gonna say we could jump that boat and ride that boat downstream, but
We
if
go upstream.
okay, then fuck it. We'd probably end up drowning anyway. So, all right, I say we move on then.
Alrighty. And we'll bring y'all back out here as we continue our adventure to Pun Clock. Day 3, I don't remember who's next. Someone go ahead and roll me a d20 as we continue this adventure.
I heard Timmy typing a D20. Okay, good God. You need to save those rolls for combat, woman.
Or RP, they can come in handy in RP too.
A natural 20. Fair winds, calm skies, a gentle breeze. Is a fairly nice day's respite. As you're walking, you do come across out in the distance what seems to be a herd of wild horses.
Oh,
Horses, not hearses.
Wild
Um,
horses.
we like horses.
Should we try to tame them?
Yeah.
I don't think it's
Do
that
any of us
easy.
know how?
Do any of
Oh.
you have animal handling?
Let me look.
If not, one of you can attempt it anyway. But
I do.
I have a
I
1.
have 4 animal handling. What do you have, babe?
I have 5 and a check mark in it.
You're probably a little better than me, although you did just blow all your luck on a fucking roll 20.
Can we count horses as land vehicles?
that would be more if they're pulling a wagon,
Damn it.
unfortunately.
All right, give it a shot, babe. Taming some horses. Ooh.
An 11. It's not amazing, but you do manage to collect a horse. The rest start to scatter and wander off in various directions, but you've got one under control at the moment.
All right, I'll give it a shot for another. Hey! That's a perfect roll.
It is a perfect roll. A scattering of horses, you manage to basically gently pin between you and a tree line. They aren't seemingly willing to navigate through some coaxing and a bit of generosity with some rations. You manage to gather another 3 horses.
Hell yeah!
Awesome.
What's up, Ranger? Fucking gangster cleric horse whisperer over here, bitch. Yeah.
I'm a ranger,
I'm gonna attempt
not a
to
fucking
mount one of the ones
vet.
that Aaron just got.
All right. They
whoa,
are.
whoa, 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 whoa. These are my horses. Be 25 gold a ride. Cough it up. Let's go. Let's go.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm poor. Someone stole all my money.
Okay. Well, since I did just embarrass the ranger, I'll let you ride the horse for free. Then I'll take it out of her later.
Can I shoot him?
And technically, you can.
Okay, I would like to shoot him.
Really?
Mhm.
You want to start this shit?
Yeah, I would like to shoot you.
I will fucking death touch you to the
Okay.
realm of hell.
That's just a ranger and a spell you don't have when you engage. So
I do have the spell.
you won't if you kill me with it. And then you'll die in combat. So
Don't have command.
Mhm.
Let's just keep moving.
I love you.
Mhm.
Truce.
I will wait until he is not paying attention and then shoot him with advantage. Thank you.
Little does she know, her ass is quite attractive, so I am always paying attention to that ass.
Now I really want to shoot him.
All right, I give the dwarf and I give the other idiot a horse, and then we are now mounted bareback on wild horses. That
You are mounted
I'm-
bareback on wild horses.
this is going to end well. I can tell already.
Yeah. You've got a bit of rope if you want to at least try and make some form of bit. Otherwise, if you want to just go as you are, basically riding on the back of Spirit style. This will speed up your travel if y'all can handle this. Lax is gonna take the 12 for his animal handling. I need everyone else to make one as well, as you are using these to hopefully be able to guide the horses now.
Can I fashion like some reins out of rope?
You can.
I would like to do that.
Okay, go ahead and make me a survival check first, then, or have someone who's you prefer to do
Oh
it.
my god.
Your horse has some rope wrapped around it.
I would like to go again.
I'm
Gonna
helping
go
her make the
cry.
reins. She's got advantage.
Yeah, go ahead and you can roll again as everyone else is kind of looking at your horse, and your horse is making uncomfortable sounds.
Oh no.
She is slowly.
Oh no.
You mess with it for a few moments, and you're like, "Yeah, it's probably fine."
My poor horse.
Your,
Do I
your
have to
horse
do an
is-
animal handling check to ride as well?
You do. You managed to collect another 3 with the first one. Now you have to, convince the horse to go where you want it to go.
Oh, Jesus, here we go. Oh, I think I'm good.
Alright. I need
Horse
Timmy's-
whisperer, motherfuckers.
And Timmy,
Um,
because your horse is basically
Oh my fucking god. Dude, can I go back to rolling 20s? I like that.
You can always ride with me, babe.
Fuck off.
Alright.
I
I
think we're
need
gonna
a-
be walking.
I need a global modifier for Timmy rolls like shit. Can I get one of those?
Oh God, what did you just roll for?
I rolled the tiebreaker
Fuck.
because y'all had 2 pass the check and 2 fail. So I just rolled a straight d20 to see if it went
To
pass
help
or
us,
fail.
right? To help us.
In this case, I rolled really well, so the horses are willing to listen.
Yay.
So in this day's travel, you will make 2 days worth of time now riding horses. As long as you can control the horses and keep them with you, you double your speed. Meaning instead of it taking 7 days or 5 days from here in, it's only going to take 2.5.
Awesome. I'm gonna name my steed Gobstopper
Okay.
because I like the name.
And not because you're planning to break someone's gob with it, I'm sure.
Ah,
I don't want to sell my horse. Excuse me, sir?
babe, you can barely keep it happy, and you keep
Shut
trying to torture
the
it.
fuck
Had a bunch
up.
of rope all around it.
I will take the rope and strangle you instead.
Not with those
I think
rolls,
you're
you
doing that to
won't.
the horse.
I'm shooting him. It's happening. Where's my thing? I'm probably gonna miss what I fucking
That
say.
one.
You shoot the horse.
The
No,
horse is dead.
no. Don't kill my horse.
Highs
Can
or
I-
low, Timmy?
Can I
Uh,
catch the arrow like a boss?
Low. Fuck everyone here. I hate
The horse
you all.
is dead.
The horse isn't dead. You don't hit the horse. Unfortunately, though, as you go to turn and aim to fire the arrow, your foot catches in one of the interestingly tied ropes on the horse. And
God.
there is probably about a minute period where Timmy, instead of being on horse, is being dragged by horse before you're all able to stop it and allow her back up onto the
This is
horse.
great. This is fucking great. He just
I
keeps,
feel like this is Pick on Timmy Day, and I'm not a fan.
it just keeps getting better. All right, can we just move on before Timmy, trying to hurt me, gets herself trampled to death by her pony? Jesus Christ.
The rest of the day, while moving quickly, is relatively uneventful. You finally find a place to camp for the night. It's in a more grassy, open area. Good grazing for the horses. There's a small copse of trees if you want to tie them up there, or how else are you going to keep the horses corralled for the evening?
I think the copse of trees would probably be our best bet. Plus, we can also kind of use them as an early warning system because they'll probably detect anything coming before we will. And
Sure.
then just one person on watch.
I guess I got first, like usual.
Alrighty.
I'll take second.
Okay.
Pie's got third, and Timmy's got third and fourth.
Sure. Da, 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 da. Okay. And I need one of those. As you go to keep watch for the night, Lax, during the later part of your watch, the horses do seem to be anxious about something. You're not sure what at the moment.
I guess I'm gonna stay close to the party, but I'm gonna get up and try to look around.
Sure, go ahead and make me a perception check.
Here's mine, that one. Oh, okay.
An 18. So the first thing you notice is that you can hear just like the gentle croaking of frogs and various nightlife. Frogs are a little weird considering you're in the middle of just a grassy area. Before you begin to hear what almost sounds like a pan flute coming from just around a nearby rise. And you can see several shapes almost bounding up in the air as just around a nearby hill, it seems like a small campfire has been lit.
Can I attempt to sneak towards it?
Make a stealth check.
Oh, guess what? I don't get to do that normally.
The clinking of your armor is muffled, but not perfectly silent. Partway through the stealthing, let me double check. But at least at the moment, no reaction seems to be had. As you're getting closer, you can see bouncing up and down through the air seem to be two large frogs and possibly a satyr or a half goat man of some form.
I'm just gonna stay in my hiding spot for now and observe until the end of my watch.
Sure.
You don't want to eat him?
What? I'm not a cannibal.
He's a goat. Come on now.
Yeah, it's almost a strange revelry that is happening between these creatures as the night goes on. As your watch would come to a close, they continue to party.
Well, I'm gonna wake up. I think it was Aaron because he was up next, and I'm gonna let him know about it and then go to bed or attempt to sleep.
We don't want to do anything about the creepy frogs and the dancing goat.
They're not doing anything to harm us.
It's a party goat, dude.
Party goat. Oh boy. All right. I guess I will sneak over so I can keep an eye on the damn party goat. So
Sure, make me a stealth check.
Oh god.
He's gonna leave the party alone.
Your armor does put you at disadvantage, so go ahead and roll again.
Okay.
eat it, fucker.
I was just reminding you because of the rules. I have no preference either way.
Right.
Much quieter than your previously awake companion. You slip over the rise, and the music that this satyr plays on his pan flute is lighthearted and joyous. You can almost see the plants in the area around him beginning to grow up almost quicker and entangled as he and the frogs leap and bound around this campfire.
Is there a way for me to make sure that detect any weird shenanigans going on? Insight or perception?
What do you mean weird shenanigans?
I want to make sure they're not summoning a demon god or some shit, you know.
Go ahead and make me a perception check.
Oh, I'm on a roll, baby.
As far
hate
as you
him.
can tell, there is no runic carvings or blood sacrifices or anything else that would indicate a summoning form.
All right. Well, in that case, I will just sit down and admire the worst Led Zeppelin concert I've ever been to and wait for next person's watch.
Sure, the party continues into the middle of the night. Your watch comes to a close.
All right. I go over and big spoon ears and start flicking her ears to wake her up.
Fuck off.
It's your watch, woman.
No,
Unless you wanna-
someone else can go. I
Unless you
want
want to stay here and be my little spoon.
Yeah, I want that totally.
All right, then I kick the dwarf. Ears has changed her mind. She's actually receptive to me tonight. Fuck off, dwarf. Keep an eye out. Oh, and there's a party goat and some party frogs over there.
Did they have booze?
I didn't ask.
Then I just lay against the tree and keep watch.
Sure. The pan flute music continues all throughout your watch and into the early hours of morning. You still need another 2 hours of sleep. Who do you wake up?
The elf.
It's the elf's turn now.
Yeah, I'll tempt my fate by waking the elf.
Okay.
Okay, I go sit in tree.
All right. You go sit in a tree.
And when my little spoon goes away, I roll over so that the dwarf cannot become the little spoon.
Dwarf was nowhere near you.
I just wanted to make sure that there was no confusion.
Can I push him into a nearby stream or something?
Unfortunately, no. There's nothing really close by on this day of travel.
I can't float him away on a mattress.
Don't make me paralyze
Sadly
you.
not. But the rest of the night comes to a close, and as the early hours of the morning break, the party continues.
The fuck? Those are waking up we want to go say hi to the party goat, see what they're up to, or do we just want to leave?
No,
Is
I
he
like
still
party
going?
goat.
He said this party's still going.
The party continues.
All right, I attempt to approach. Well, does anybody want to approach? You want me to try and approach?
I'll go with you guys if you want to.
I definitely would like you to back me up, just in case Party Goat's also psychotic murder goat. You know.
I like Pretty Goat.
I'm gonna follow Aaron towards the rise in the ground.
What about you, dwarf?
Sure, let's go.
They might have magical booze. You never know.
Ooh, drugs. Yes, let's go.
All right, so with my party watching from the trees, I step into the clearing and wave at the party goat.
Sure. You step in, and what you notice is while last night there were 2 frogs in a satyr, it has become 4 frogs in a satyr as
Oh, God.
this seemingly dance has continued.
Oh, I got a bad feeling about this.
Multiplying.
We're gonna get sucked into a giant fucking wood orgy.
Let's go.
Let's bring y'all here. As they continue to dance and revel, the satyr, as you approach and wave, brother, he not stopping the pan flute dance, just waves his arm at you in seemingly good cheer.
Quite the party you got going on here. We saw you last night. You've been jamming out all night.
The pan flute comes from his lips, and the music of the frogs just croaking as they bounce continues to maintain this melody. As he goes, "Hi, it's great fun. You want to join? We've got 4 open slots."
Open slots.
Sure, let's go.
Oh God, don't just join.
All right.
What are the slots for? I mean, what's the party about?
Oh, it's a celebration of growth. We do it every year or so. Tacklin, as you walk up and say, "Sure, let's go," you step into place between the frogs, and you feel just the energy of this music begin to try and persuade you to dance and leap. Make me a charisma saving throw.
Oh God.
Oh, okay, thank God.
You're under control of yourself. There's really nothing else. It's joyous, it's exciting, but you don't notice anything otherworldly about it yet.
He didn't notice that it tried to control him?
No?
I turn around and look at the ranger and Lax and Mouth. No bueno.
I'm all for cool dancing goat guy, but I don't want to dance with them.
Yeah. Turn around to the goat and be like, "We would love to partake, but unfortunately, we have an early meeting. We just wanted to say hi on our way out."
Sure, man. Have a great time. We'll be here partying for the next, 36 hours or so. Swing by if you have a chance.
No.
All right, we'll do. Party on.
And so they do. The growth that you noticed before of the roots and grass that had been starting to grow prevalent around them, as you're leaving, you can notice it has grown even more intense. Like the entire field around them is starting to burst forth with life of flowers of different colors. The grass is growing brighter and stronger, almost vibrant in life beyond the norm.
I'm thinking they do some weird, creepy magic, and they turn people into life energy. You know, I'm not about that.
I've read way too many novels where plants start growing on people, and yeah, I've seen too many Twilight Zone episodes. We're getting out of here. Fuck this shit. I go back to my horse and attempt to mount it.
Alrighty. Everyone who's riding a horse for the day.
Oh
animal
my
handlings.
god! Babe, we need to go to Vegas. What is going on tonight?
I feel like I would be very bored at Vegas.
Ooh.
Oh wow, I did a not shit roll. Holy
Hey, I'm the
fuck.
worst one.
Well,
Oh wow.
that is definitely a series of successes. Timmy, yours takes you a little while as you have to basically patch up some rashes from yesterday's roping as you
Aw.
kind of fix it into a better, more comfortable position for you and the horse. After day's ride, you learned that where you had put the rope was not comfortable for either of you. Today, though, it's more well placed, and you are all able to easily handle on with no trouble.
Thanks, Iron Ghost. You're probably not wrong.
As you depart from this field and continue on down the road, the music almost seems to ring in your ears as it slowly grows fainter into the distance. It was a catchy tune, one that you may catch yourself humming over the next couple of days. I need someone to go ahead and roll me the d20 for today, please. A 15. Lax, if you could go ahead and hit the table for me.
Damn it. Born on the
No
bayou.
way.
Alrighty. Going to the bayou.
I like
That's
how
a
we're
fun
nowhere
one.
near water, yet we're somehow finding the bayou.
Look, those are more just indicators for me to give me what to happen. Oh, that's okay. So, as you're traveling throughout this day, who is keeping watch for the party?
Hmm.
While we're traveling?
Probably me. I think Timmy was looking for her poison herbs. Pyro was looking for
Oh
food.
yeah, I want herbs.
And Pi was looking
Sure.
for.
Go ahead and give me 3 checks for the day, Timmy.
What kind?
Uh,
Isn't it survival?
intelligence, nature, I believe.
Intelligence, nature. I just click int, or do I click nature?
Click nature.
Ooh.
All right. One of them's a success, so you do manage to find some stuff. Go ahead and roll me 2d6, please. And we'll say twice.
Why do I keep typing roll D every time?
A 5 and a 9. I need to actually pull up the
Herbs
document.
does she have now?
You actually find a large clump of quicksilver lichen, gaining 2 uses of it. This is one that actually deals damage. It's not the strongest thing that you can think of that deals damage, but for every one of these you put in a potion, it'll deal an additional d4 damage.
Good. That's more than some of my spells.
I don't know how to spell any of this stuff, but I'm adding it to my pockets.
Quicksilver lichen.
I tried. Oh, okay.
But Lax, you're keeping watch. Go to make me a perception check, please. 16. That music that's ringing in your ears, you thought was just Pi's humming. And then you're humming and then stopping. But you notice that as you're continuing down the road, you hear more of it.
It's in it.
But as you come around the corner, a odd sight presents itself to you. Not a satyr and 3 giant frogs, or 4 giant frogs as you saw the last time, but a weird inverse where you see a giant goat, and 4 humanoid frogs.
Wait, what?
I'm gonna
Humanoid
them out.
frogs? So like they look like frog people that are turning into frogs?
Like Kermit.
Fair enough.
Oh, I'm gonna point them out to the party and suggest we get off the road real quick.
I don't like the look of this. I think we should intervene.
We should or shouldn't?
Should.
Where's my?
What do you want to do? Just kill frogs for no reason?
They look humanoid.
So?
Maybe they started dancing, couldn't stop, and they're starting to turn into frogs.
Or it's just a race you haven't seen before? You being racist?
Is there a way for me to do like an insight check to see what's going on?
Make an insight check. Yeah.
All right, 1 sec. Look for that window. There it is. Insight. There you go. Ew.
Too long.
Satan. Why am I at the top? They seem in control of their bodies. They don't seem concerned, but they seem to still be continuing this same prancing dance. As instead of a croak from the frogs, they're all now humming and singing this tune, and the goat is bleeding along.
Fuck this man.
I don't know,
I'd say we
team. What
just
do y'all want
keep
to do?
going. I say we just keep going. They don't seem to be bothering anyone. I say we don't bother them.
All right, Pi, what do you want to do?
Just keep going.
Okay. I will defer to the party.
Alrighty. You let whatever this strange entity, occurrence, event continue as you leave it be and continue on down the road. You're only a day and a half from Punklock at this point by horseback. You're making good time.
Nice.
As you settle down for the night, there are unfortunately no nearby trees on the grasslands where you are to easily obtain the horses. How do you want to convince them to stay nearby?
Can we stake them?
If you have pythons or something else, you can certainly try.
I mean, I've got arrows I can shoot into the ground.
I have 10 pythons.
Never mind.
All right. Go ahead, and whoever's going to stake the horses, go ahead and give me a survival check to do this in such a way where they can't just accidentally pull them out as the night goes on.
Who do we want to roll? I have 4 survival.
Timmy's the ranger, so I'm gonna hand her the 4 of my batons.
What's your survival, babe?
5.
All right. Give it a roll. Hey, not bad.
17. The horses seem secure for the night as you all bed down. Thankfully, that music that was in your ears at this point has gone silent. You don't hear it anymore. The night, while gently populated with various wildlife noises, is quiet and uneventful. You wake up the next morning, a day and a half from Punklock by horseback. As you break down the horses, eat your meals for the morning, and get ready to ride, someone give me the D20 roll, please.
I think it's my turn.
Well, we're getting both ends of the spectrum today.
Well, it was bound to happen after that series of good rolls. Jesus.
It is now 3 days to Pungle.
The day starts out relatively well. You're traveling through just a straight grass field with some sloping hills on the sides as you go. But as you're traveling, you can begin seeing in the distance at first, and then as a wind begins to pick up in your direction, a heavy storm brewing in the skies above. It begins to, within a matter of a couple of hours as you're riding, go from darkness to light rain to just this heavy torrential rain.
Is there a place
And
we can bog down for shelter?
you're in the middle of an open field at the moment. Someone want to make a perception check to look around? See if you can find anything to take shelter in.
I'm helping, or I guess all of us are helping.
I think we would all be looking.
Oh God.
We didn't find anything.
Yeah, unfortunately, as y'all look around, there's nowhere to take shelter. There are no trees in this nearby area. Everything you can see, even in the distance. You can see some mountains, but even those you can guess from where you are, probably a good hours or 2 hours ride in through this rain. And it is beginning to get muddy underneath your feet as lightning begins to flash heavily through the skies above. You are all rapidly soaked to the bone. It is becoming cold, and the wind just begins to howl around you as Tocklin begins to hum this tune, hoping it's going to give him some help.
All right, hang on one second. Let's see. Box. Okay, we got that. Do we have any kind of like large hide or something that we could wrap around some sticks?
Nope.
Timmy's got a massive wolf pelt on her back that's probably all rotted and disgusting. At
It's
this
a
point.
dire wolf pet though, so that's pretty big, right? How big is a dire wolf?
It is 4 men can control the same space a dire can.
So if I wanted to make a teepee out of the dire wolf skin, we could do it.
You can make a rough tent out of it. It smells nasty, by the way.
Yeah, but we don't give a fuck about that. It's talking about keeping warm.
Right.
Does anybody have any sticks or planks or anything? We just need 3.
For what?
We're gonna try and make a teepee.
Do we still have any stakes that Max had?
Did I get the 4 back that we used, or?
I would assume so.
Yeah, the pines aren't like teepee poles. They're like foot-long spikes that you can drive into something.
Let's see. You said there's no trees anywhere nearby.
Not in the current vicinity, no.
Can we use short swords?
I mean,
Oh wait, we have my halberd, and I guess a 2-handed
I guess we'll
bastard
just
sword.
put this here. Y'all are currently just on the road, traveling
Where the hell am I?
on horseback. I don't have horses at the moment. If you give me a moment, I can get horses.
That's fine. We don't need the horses. Okay.
Yeah.
So we. What's your weapon? Dwarf. Pie. Which weapon?
A small warhammer.
A small warhammer. Okay, so that's not. Yeah, because we could use the halberd as one, but we'd need the other end to make a lean-to.
No
We're
one
probably
has
gonna
a
need more because there's
spear?
no way we're all gonna fit in there.
It's a 6 foot. We've already covered. Will fit. We just need.
Oh, okay.
We just need the. We need another side. Are there? If we do a big 360 around, can we look and see if there's any sticks on the side of the road close enough?
Make a perception check, and unfortunately, due to the storm, one of you can make it at disadvantage.
I'm going to assist whoever does it. So they...
Can I do it? I'm gonna roll so good, guys.
Go right ahead, babe.
I'm going to assist her for advantage so she can roll it normally.
Oh, okay. I'll roll a normal.
If the DM will allow that.
A 10. You can find several sticks currently being like washed in the mud and rain. Maybe one of them will work, but it
Okay.
won't be ideal.
Grab it. We're gonna use the pinions to drive the back end of the wolf fur into the.
Oh wait, I got an idea. I still have rope. I'm just gonna tie my bastard sword and make a cross with my halberd.
Is your bastard sword long enough?
I mean, it's a two-handed sword. It's probably what, 5 foot, 6 foot long.
I'm thinking more like 3 foot.
Yeah, probably 3 to 4 feet.
That's not. We need like 6 feet.
We need like a claymore for that.
Yeah. Okay, so taking the wolf hide, use the 2 pinions to bind it down in the direction of the wind, and then I use the stick and the halberd to hold up the right and left side. So if the wind is going east to west, then I put the sloping side of the lean-to on the east as it slopes up towards the west, if that makes sense. So it's a windbreak. And then we can use, if we do that close enough to the road, the rain ought to stay off. I don't think there's enough stuff here to really start a fire, but I do have a tinderbox and we can find enough twigs.
Make a survival check with advantage.
All right, advantage.
23. We'll do it. You've got a, at least for the moment, a sturdy lean-to as you begin to take shelter from the storm.
All right, since we're now dry-ish, can we try and do a scavenging for sticks and or some kind of firewood? I know it's going to be wet, but I have a tinderbox that should help counter some of that.
I mean, y'all can venture out into the nearby. You can find burnable resources, or if you have stuff in your packs you can burn, you can do that as well. Either do
Okay.
a straight survival check, because it would be a disadvantage, but I'm gonna give the advantage of people looking for it together, or find stuff that you already have to burn.
I say we look for sticks. All right, so Lax, why don't you do a survival check with Super. Hey!
A 20 will do it. The dwarf, while not used to the rain, it seems like the Song of Growth may be helping him as he manages to find a good bundle of, while not perfectly dry, easily kindleable wood.
All right. And then I use my tinderbox to start a fire.
Alrighty.
Wait, you're making a fire in our tent?
The wind will blow the smoke away.
I hope so. I'm actually more concerned about setting the whole tent on fire.
It's 6 feet high, and we're putting it on the edge. It should be fine. Well, you got to realize this is a hell of a rain, so we're blocking the wind. So for like a foot to 2 feet in front of our lean-to is going to be clear of water because it's blowing away from us. The rain's coming down sideways. Make sense?
True.
So,
Mm-hmm.
do I need to roll to start the fire?
We'll say with the 20 survival collecting this stuff, and with you having a tinderbox, you don't need to.
Okay.
It takes a little while, but and this storm rages. And rages and rages and rages for hours on end.
Say we split up the watches and get to at least get some rest while we can.
What are you doing with the horses?
Pinion them if we can.
Someone make me a... Because they are not enjoying this storm, I need someone to go ahead and make me an animal check, and then depending on that, it'll affect the survival roll.
You want me to do that or somebody else? Okay, I'll try it.
It technically wasn't at advantage.
Nope. That's a 7.
That was a 7.
So I think we just lost our horsies.
The horses, due to the lightning and thunder, unfortunately, as you go to pinion them to the ground, bolt from your control. They are loose.
I let them go. I don't even try and fight it. We can walk the rest away from here.
Yeah, the horses scatter. The storm continues to pound. You made a little bit of progress today, but not much. So you're still basically 3 days now without horses from town.
We didn't even make it half a day?
You didn't even make it half a day. It took about 2 hours for this storm to go from calm to just overwhelming force. It just blew in an instant.
Wonderful.
You could try and go in it, but that'll be exhausting. And if this continues for another day or two, that'll start to wear and tear, especially if you try and travel in it.
No, we've got a lean-to, and I just figure we just keep expanding our search out and keep trying to fortify the little storage spot that we've got. And as long as we keep the fire going and whatnot, we ought to be okay.
Sure.
How long does it last, DM?
That's what you're about to roll since you summon the storm.
Oh,
Go
great.
ahead and roll me a d4, please.
Oh no. Oh god.
3. Brings that down. Unfortunately, this storm is going to rage for another 2 days.
Oh my god.
It is a heavy, encompassing storm, the likes of which aren't seen in this area very frequently. And as the storm just rages and rages, unless you want to try and travel in this, you've got 2 days of time. What do you want to do? And as in 2 days, it's the day you're on and the next day. So it's 2 full days, not 2 additional days after this day ends.
I think we gotta wait it out. I mean, how's it gonna work with our equipment? It's gonna get ruined, right?
It's not ruined. Your packs are like adventuring packs are made to be watertight so that they can go underwater or into various climates with relative ease. As long as you aren't like leaving everything out in the open, you're fine.
And we have, we've now managed to get shelter up, so we're dry-ish.
Right. Setting armor around the fire when you need to. You're sort of dry.
It's
Perfect,
miserable,
but
but it's definitely not as bad as it could be.
Right. You're lucky you had that hide and weren't just stuck in an open field.
I guess we're gonna have to sit through it and smell this glorious rotted wolf pelt that's saving our lives.
As the rain washes into the night of this first day, you all find yourselves at various times taking watch in this just continuously howling wind. At times you think there are other noises mixed in, howls of wolves, almost a cackling laughter almost whiffs past at one point. But as you all watch, never see anything. Even looking around, there's never anything to find. It's just sounds being carried on this storm. As the next day dawns and the rain continues to pow, someone go ahead and roll me a d20. And I'd highly recommend not rolling another natural one. Alrighty. A 16. Luckily, while it's a miserable storm, otherwise the day is relatively uneventful. There are no travelers that pass your camp, no encounters beyond what you seek out on your own. If you would like to try and forage in this storm for food or supplies of any kind, go ahead and make me a disadvantage roll of the applicable type. So it'd be whatever you're looking for. Yeah, unfortunately, any plants that you could find are not easily found during the rain, and food is scarce. You find some roots, but nothing that would last or be easily edible.
How many rations are we down to now?
That would depend on.
I started with 7.
Started with 7. You did gain
We got 3 at one point. I think they were
3
split
at
up.
one point. Yeah, split up. So
I didn't take any of those because I had 10.
yeah, and then you save some time with the horse travel for a couple of days. So 2.
I think we're down to 4.
Yeah, about 4 rations for those of you who started with 7.
Okay.
So
We're not dead yet. We're not starving yet. We're good.
you're not starving yet.
Oh, since we're all stuck around the fire doing nothing, I guess Laxmus is gonna speak up and say, "So, why'd you guys all go to Hacklefuss?"
I'm hunting slavers.
Why's that?
Let's just say I have a debt that is owed me.
And what's that debt?
They took some people I care about.
Do you know where? What country?
I don't know. Nope. They came at night. They took them, and I have literally nothing to go on. So I just hunt slavers in general at this point.
Seems like a fair reason. What about you two?
I've just been a little lost, honestly. The man who raised me died recently, and I'm just not sure what to do now.
You need a new man to continue raising you. You let me know.
I hate you.
Laxmus will glance at Aaron at that comment.
Yeah.
And what about you, Tacklin? I know you said you were a noble. What brings you out here? It seems like there's no reason.
To murder the entire country.
What's that holy quest? To murder the entire country? I mean, if you want, Udenland could use some coaling.
You have no idea yet? You just set off on a quest. I have a quest. Fair enough.
That they do.
Right now, it looks like the gods are telling you to go the fuck home.
Unfortunately, home for me is a very, very long walk. It would probably take me, DM, how long would it take me to get back to the Udenland?
On foot?
Yeah.
From where you are right now, probably about a month. Maybe a little longer, a little shorter, depending on your luck and weather.
Not bad.
It would probably take me a month to get back home. Probably longer if this weather keeps up.
But you said it was far.
A month walking? That's pretty fucking far.
Maybe more. I'd have to check. I'll go get an exact estimate for you.
No, that's okay. Oh. Dice set. Dice set is ever playing dice?
From there, where y'all are.
At one point, there was a deck of cards, but I think I accidentally deleted that.
I may have hit it.
I don't understand how this dice set works. I rolled a 4, a 0, and a 2 and got 21. Am confusion.
You rolled a 15 plus a 4 plus a 0 plus a 2.
Yeah, to get to the Borderlax, it's about 1,000 miles from where you are.
Oh, because it's a wisdom thing. Okay. Anybody want to play some dice?
Is there a
Well,
specific game you want to play?
yeah,
Is that,
wisdom
do-
dice. That's what I want to play.
No, that is the role to affect the game of dice.
Am confusion.
So that would be if you were trying to gain an insight into another player at the dice table's game personality, how they're going to bluff or bet, or to try and catch someone cheating. That's what that role would be useful for. Or if you use dexterity to cheat on it yourself.
Gotcha.
Oh, wait, I'm proficient in dice sets as well.
Let me pull up the.
That's a nat 1.
You are currently an open book to Brother Arin as you sit there throwing dice with each other. He is able to effectively call your bluff every time, Maximus.
Ah,
The game does not go in your favor.
you people down here thousands of miles away from home. Cheat. I don't like you.
Just because you're bad doesn't mean I'm cheating.
I'm going to flip 5 gold to him.
Really, Timmy? Eco?
I've been playing the whole time.
39.
How do I play? I want to play. What do I do? I don't.
Do you have a dice set underneath passive wisdom perception on the left over there? Very bottom left, right?
No.
How does she play?
I would have to pull up the actual dice rules for everyone to play at the moment. But otherwise, to be just playing a casual game of dice, roll a d20 and add your wisdom, Timmy.
Add wisdom?
Yep.
Your wisdom modifier, the small number up top. Ooh.
I don't want to play anymore.
And
I mean, you're not as bad as me.
yeah. Everyone is able to call Lax's bluff during the first early hands of the game. Timmy, if you were gambling here, you would have not done very well.
Oh, I didn't plan to gamble. I like my money way too much.
What's the whole point?
No, I just wanted to roll.
What's the point of playing dice in the rain if you're not throwing a little gold at it?
To not be bored out of my fucking mind dealing with you.
Well, boredom has a price, and that price is gold pieces.
It's listening to you talk. I know.
You could always play Big Spoon, Little Spoon again.
I would rather that, honestly.
There's a little room in the back of the hide back here.
Can I kick him out since it is my hide?
You could charge him for use of your potentially.
That's true. Yeah, let's say what I owe you for my shit dice roll is you getting to use my hide.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Won't fight you on that one.
Mm-hmm.
So thankfully, as the night draws on and morning dawns the next day, the storm begins to abate into a gentler but still present rain. But it is now able to be traveled in.
Well, I guess once everyone's awake and we got the pelt off my halberd, I'm gonna clean it a bit.
I say we get out of here, make some progress before shit goes bad again.
Alrighty. As you are traveling, the weather is slightly hindering the ability to keep an eye out for what's around you.
The road disappeared.
Why did the road disappear?
What did you do?
It washed away. It washed away.
My immersion.
What in the world? Oh, I found
wow.
out what happened there. Ah, okay, I fixed it.
And it unwashed away. Oh god.
I'm not sure how that one happened. The road apparently decided to go hide in the Jeep. Weird. But so, as the day of travel continues, whoever is next on the D20 roll, go ahead and roll.
I think it's Super Pie's turn. It's definitely not my turn.
A 19. A 19 is fairly calm skies. The rain abates over the rest of the day, to where when it comes to evening, it is finally a clear sky once again. It is weird though, in that if you look back, the rain continues to fall over that area, but gentler and gentler as time goes on. The clouds, while they rolled in quickly, seem to have stayed in a central area.
Interesting. I wonder if that rain had anything to do with the chant that those guys were singing.
Certainly possible, but
All right. Well, heading on to whatever the fuck the town name is.
Gun clock?
That's the one. You just like saying
What
that
is
name.
the order of watches for tonight?
probably the same as usual. Me first, Aaron second, Tacklin third, Timmy fourth, or Ears fourth.
Alrighty. Then early in the morning, Timmy, as you've been awoken and are maintaining the second half of the long watch that you sometimes have to maintain. You actually see bounding in the distance, just like across the plain, several very large elk.
I want them.
Could use some food.
Can I kill them?
You can certainly try. It seems to be a pair of giant elk just bounding across.
Oh, but I also want to eat them. Yeah. Am I sneaky? Am I sneaky?
You can certainly try and be stealthy. Dear goodness, why is the road on that layer?
Oh, why do I have disadvantage? Oops.
You're still sneaky.
I'm sneaky.
We're still asleep, right?
Yes, y'all are currently still sleeping. That is currently enough for you to approach the currently bounding elk.
Holy fuck, you weren't kidding when you said massive.
White boy.
Whoa, what the fuck?
I did say they were giant.
Yeah, am I even gonna be able to kill one of those?
It's possible.
I was thinking I'd just sneaky like one shot one, but fuck.
You're gonna need a couple.
Oh god. Okay.
You want to wake somebody before you do
Yeah, I
this?
think I'm gonna kick over brother dude over there.
Okay.
Why are you kicking me, Ayers?
Dude, these fucking elk, man.
Oh, dinner.
Yeah.
All right, let me try and do my stealth roll real quick.
Oh god.
As he starts to shift and move around the camp, like adjusting his armor to get ready to assist you in this, one of them perks their head up and like looks in your direction.
I mean, we're so far away. It's probably fine, right? Right? As long as he like doesn't move somewhere.
Let's see.
You just stay watch. I'm gonna go shoot them, okay?
Okay, I'm gonna try and stay relatively close to her, but not so close that I scare the critters off.
No, they already know. You just stay here.
Okay, all right.
Okay. How close can I get?
While she's going over there, I snap my fingers at Lax and the
Why are
dwarf.
you snapping? Why are you making noise?
I'm far enough away they're not gonna hear.
God.
I wait.
You do know you made a little bit of noise getting ready, and they turn your direction.
Okay, fine. Then I don't make noise. Let's see. What can I do? What can I do?
Can I shoot them now before
You can certainly shoot them from where you are.
shoot him?
Make an
Doesn't she have,
attack roll.
Doesn't she have like 600 range?
Yeah, long. Her maximum range is 600. She's at disadvantage after 150. 16 will hit, or 18. Sorry, yeah, 18 will hit. The arrow flies in and hits the neck of this giant elk, and it reels back and lets out almost a bugle call,
Oh god.
and they begin to turn in your direction.
Wake up, boys.
Oh, what? Huh?
Oh god.
It's happening.
The dinner's decided it wants to come for us.
Can't see myself.
I can't see myself to click on me either. Hang on. Here we are, and this is which one?
Initiative.
Oh god. At least one of the tanks goes before them.
Well, I clicked on me and then did it, but apparently
You gotta click on your token, not your name.
yeah, I don't see my token because it's off screen. Oh,
Zoom
there it is.
in.
Okay, I see it now. I see it now. There you go.
Alrighty. So 13 for Brother Aaron.
Nope. No one's talking about. No one's talking about. I rolled an heaven.
That'll suck.
Alright, Tocklin, what are you doing? You're woken by this bugle call of this giant elk.
Ah. Sure.
Bro, it's dinner. Come on now.
Yeah. Should I charge?
I'm thinking no.
They look like they're getting ready to charge you.
Oh.
And that thing's literally 6 times your size.
Well then, gonna do that.
Okay.
And I guess I'm gonna wait.
Alrighty. You pull up your shield and brace yourself as you
I don't have a shield.
your shield of faith.
Okay.
Nice save. Nice save.
It was deliberate. As Brother Aaron, your stealth no longer seems to matter.
That's my what?
Your stealth no longer seems to matter.
Oh, fair enough. That's unfortunate. Sorry, I'm just flipping through my spells, making sure. I guess I'll hold here.
Okay.
$70 feet.
Do you want to take a dodge action or hold an action?
I mean, if they can run 70 feet and still hit me, I guess they deserve the right to hit me.
I mean, you're not doing anything, so you might as well.
I don't think they're going to be able to close range and attack.
I mean, they are giant elk.
Oh no, they're gonna oh no, oh no. Oh no. Why you do this to me, Lost? Why? I know what you're gonna do. Stop it. I don't like it.
It's your turn to get mauled by wildlife.
Are you done, Brother Aaron?
So quick question. If he already has Shield of Faith, me
He
cast...
cannot have this spell affecting him again.
That's what I thought. Okay, so casting again would be pointless. All right, yeah. Then they're outside of Bane range. The only thing I could do, let's see. I cast, let's see, 30 feet. I cast Bless on Timmy. What's here? I'll just cast it. Boom. Ooh, what happens if I do it at level 2? Level 2, alright. No, I don't need that. We'll do level 1. Submit. I cast this on everybody but me.
Okay. That'll bring us to the giant elk.
You said 30 feet, right? But
Yeah.
that's yourself.
Then,
You can't get me.
Okay, then there you go. Bitch.
alrighty, that brings us to the giant elk. Elk number 1. That got shot by Timmy. It's just going to turn its head, look at her, put its antlers down, and just charge.
She gets an additional D4 saving roll.
Timmy, I need you to go ahead and make me a strength saving throw, please.
Fuck off.
Okay.
Roll a D4. And that'll just barely make the save.
Yeah, baby, I got you ears. Keeping that sexy ass intact.
So you do not get flung prone as this thing trucks you for 14 damage.
Wait, she gets hit by it too?
Mm-hmm.
Motherfucker.
She just doesn't get prone.
What a shitty saving throw. Didn't even fucking do anything.
No, I see that.
14 damage.
Your turn.
And then, as you're preparing yourself, Tocklin, the other one with its long, reaching antlers trucks you as well. Go ahead and make me. That'll do it.
You gotta roll a D4 though. Well, I guess he doesn't have to. If he doesn't
Yeah,
need to.
he's made the save with that. As you manage to basically, luckily for you, you are a smaller creature than it seemingly expected, and you manage to weave your way between the horns and not take damage.
Didn't they have the same roll though?
The attack missed him.
Oh, so his. Okay, I got it. So the critter rolled bad for him, but rolled good for her. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck you.
AC 19. Wonderful.
Ears. There's now a giant elk in your face.
Cool. And I guess I shoot with disadvantage now. Huh?
Yeah, as long as it's within melee.
Unless you want to disengage.
Is that an action?
Mm-hmm.
Means I can't shoot.
You can shoot the other one.
While
She's
she's in
in
melee, she has disadvantage. It doesn't matter who she's in melee with.
That's dumb. He's like way over there. That makes no sense logically.
I think what they're saying is you're having to defend yourself point blank.
Against giant horns in your face, and so you're having to deal with that while you're trying to shoot a guy. And so that's causing your aim to not be accurate.
And apparently you're not Legolas, so.
I hate you all.
Although you have beautiful hair.
I would like
There's a feat you can pick up.
disengage.
You say you're disengaging?
No,
Yeah.
Lax, you're also, unless you are choosing to remain asleep, you're awoken by the bugle call.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say, get your fat ass up. And
Yeah, if
get
you
a
choose
fight.
to sleep, I will murder you after this round.
I just figured with the way initiative worked.
How does one disengage?
You just say I disengage, and then you can move
Would like to move.
it. Okay.
I would like to move far away.
Okay. So you use your action to disengage, and then you take a quick sprint.
You get whacked?
No, that's because you're disengaged.
Sick.
Okay.
Maximus, as you have been awoken by this great bugle call.
I'm awoken. I'm gonna grab my bastard sword and I'm gonna yell out, "Don't kill her!" and
I have a
snap out of
question.
it. Snap out of it and realize what's going on, and then I'm gonna take my halberd out and I'm gonna get to here. Wait, no, here. Yeah, that's 10 feet. With my halberd, and why am I at disadvantage? I mean, it doesn't matter. I rolled a
Yeah,
one anyway.
unfortunately, the natural one, it parries your halberd with its horns, blocking the attack from striking anything of value. You're a ranger. You don't, as far as I'm aware, have bonus action stealth yet, Timmy, unfortunately. Yeah, you don't have cunning action, so. All right, you're gonna end your turn with that?
Yep.
Cool. Tocklin, you didn't get punted by the elk. What are you gonna do?
You don't have
Yeah,
to move, by the way. You're in range.
Oh, I had to move. He had range over me.
Fair enough.
So,
Alrighty, an 18 will hit. Are you hitting the left one or the right one?
right one.
Okay. 5 damage. You smack it in the face with the warhammer, seemingly annoying it.
Wonderful.
You doing anything else, or am I passing to Brother Arm?
This bonus action, I can't tell.
What are you looking at?
Oh, whoops, wrong.
Hunter's Mark would be a bonus action.
Sure, I'll cast it on this deer then. Right.
Okay. So as long as your Hunter's Mark is up, you have a D6 against that giant elk.
Yeah.
I will put a... What's a good symbol for Hunter's Mark? That'll work. It has been marked.
Focus on the one on the
Alrighty.
right then.
Oh, see, that's
Or
the
he
problem
is,
is
at
I can't
least.
guarantee, I can't assist on that one.
Or you could walk, you could come backwards towards me. That way you don't. So you could go 10 feet to here, then 20 feet to here, and you could hit it.
All right. I was gonna. It was either do. Yeah, it only affects him, unfortunately. I was thinking about doing inflict wounds as a level 2 spell and possibly doing 40 damage to this fucker and just instantly incinerating it, but I'll probably bane it so that you guys survive a round of combat and then I'll try and inflict wounds it.
Alrighty.
Are you done?
It's up to you. You're up, Brother
Oh,
Arm.
I'm like waiting on them. Sorry. Do I have to disengage? Because to me, I'm not.
You are technically in its horn's range.
Forgot they had reach.
Okay, so then
Yeah.
I can't move. All right. I'm gonna bane both of them.
Are you dropping? I believe is Bane not concentration? I have to check something.
Definitely concentration.
Yeah, Bane is concentration. Okay. You'll be dropping Bless if you turn on Bane. Is that okay?
Where do you see this concentration bullshit?
It's not written on your version of the spell, and I'm gonna fix that now.
Motherfucker.
Not sure why.
The duration, it says concentration up to 1 minute.
Yeah.
Okay, so then my question is, team, do you want me to try and death touch, or do you want me and because right now you guys have a saving throw that's almost equal to their failing throw, but I can bane them, which will give them the inverse. So right now you have a saving throw on defense. Bane gives them a losing throw on offense, if that makes sense. I don't know which one's better.
I honestly don't know what I want more, because now I have my own saves that they would have to make against me. But at the same time, having a plus chance to hit is also pretty good.
I personally would prefer that.
Oh no, I rolled a 1. Yeah, never mind. I don't know. I'd say whatever you think is better.
I really wish I had known that they are concentration based.
Yeah, it looks like your Bane was typed in instead of dropped in, and so I apologize for that one.
You're fine.
If you are going to inflict runes, I still recommend coming over here.
I
'Cause you could
can't
get there-
move because I'm in
Yeah, you can.
range.
You
I
can
mean,
move
as long as
in
you
their
don't
range.
leave his range.
Oh,
They only get a swipe at you if you try and leave their range.
So then my follow-up question is, am I in range of him here?
Yes, as long as you're within 10 feet of him, it seems.
Can
You're
I-
within his attack zone.
Am I able to touch them here or no?
You look to be within 5 feet of this one? Yeah. So you can touch this elk.
Okay. Now I can cast a level 1 and a level 2 spell, correct? Or just one spell?
You can still only cast a spell as an action or bonus action, not both.
Okay. All right, Tim, you're gonna have to hold up then. All right, last call: Bane or Death Touch?
It's a death touch.
Okay.
Since
Holy fuck!
That'll hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
you- 9 damage. That's unfortunate.
2, 2, 1, 4.
No, it only rolled 3 die, not 4 die.
No, it rolled 4.
Okay, that's weird because I only see 2.
It rolled a 2, and then it rolled two 2s, 4, and a 1.
I just see 2 plus 4 plus 1. That's weird.
Above it, it says higher level cast.
I see that equals 2, and then I see 2 4. God dang, dude.
Yeah.
I roll a
that was an
fucking.
unfortunate- You rolled pretty much as bad as you could have there.
That's fucking bullshit. Ugh. Okay.
As you reach out and touch it, unfortunately, its vitality proves mightier than the draining abilities of your spell can affect.
Motherfuck. All right. Let's see what else can I do. And there's no melee attacks or anything like that as an as a quick action, right? Like a crossbow or anything.
Nope.
Okay, then guess I'm done.
Alrighty. Elk 1 is the one you hunters marked Pie is actually gonna turn around and pull back. So both of you, if you want, can make A-ups on it.
Okay, I do that
Again.
with a
Melee
mace.
weapon. Yep.
Like that bitch.
Can smite him.
Actually, wait, can he smite?
I think you can smite on a. So what is the exact wording of smite?
I don't know.
Looking it up.
Paladin smite.
You expel 1 spell slot when you hit a creature with a melee attack.
Yeah, then yeah.
Like that fool. 2nd level.
And
I mean-
don't have it yet.
That'd be 20. 20 total damage to it.
Well, he's gonna smite it too, so you gotta roll.
Good.
That's a 7 plus 7.
His damage from his.
That's just the base hit, Pyro.
Oh, then roll smite.
I did, but okay. How do I roll smite then?
2d8.
Just roll 2d8. Unless you're because you only have a first one.
Actually, 48 because it's a crit. So roll.
Yeah.
And that was 1 spell slot.
This one goes to wheel around, and you'd also have your hunter's mark dies. But
I don't think that is. I think he killed it.
I mean, that's
But,
like what, 46
2d6.
damage we just did?
So,
Plus
Yeah.
Hunter's Mark?
lost.
That's also a 2d6 on there, so because he crit the 100 mark.
So why? Like I clicked the checkbox.
It doesn't.
And so it didn't.
So if you click the checkbox, it just triggers it for the next attack. It doesn't auto roll it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sure. I'm not gonna understand any of that. Just tell me when to roll dice, and I'll roll dice.
So is the critter
that-
alive, or do we just blow it up?
No, that one turns around as if it was going to seemingly pull back and charge again. But as soon as it pulls out of Pie's range, he just lights up his hammer. And Brother Aaron, you go to whack this thing. And all of a sudden, there's nothing there to whack. as there's just a cleaved in half giant elk just split by this glowing warhammer.
So does that mean my 6 damage hits the one next to us since I swung through? I always follow through. I'm just saying, follow through.
You follow through, you hit
Unfortunately,
high.
you aren't in range to hit the other one.
Fair enough.
But
Dinner.
that one is toast.
My paladins are so good when they crit.
Seeing this, number 2 is yeah. Unfortunately, Pa,
Enraged.
you've used the reaction. So as it GTFOs, there's nothing you can do to watch it as you watch it go 120 feet in a split second.
Timmy can hit it though.
Timmy, you can take a shot at it as it is running away, but it is rapidly gaining distance on you. Unfortunately, no, your arrow chases after, but does not purchase, as this giant elk just goes bounding into the distance.
Feels bad.
I'd like to skin this thing when we're done.
Yeah, we want
Right?
to skin it for sure.
Bring it
You
to
have
town, get it all nice and neat up.
There's a radiantly pulverized giant elk laying on the side of the field at the moment.
Do we have to do a survival check to skin it? Or just skin it?
Yes, please. Especially considering it got like shattered with that hit.
I don't
You
know.
get a skin. It's not perfect. It definitely would not sell for like high quality skin. But it's yours.
It's yours. All right, and then we get as much meat as we can hold. So, and then how far away from town are we?
This was in the morning of 3 days. So
Fuck me.
You
All
got
right.
another 2 days to town.
Jesus, this is a march.
Once this day ends.
Let us continue on, my friends.
Go ahead and Brother Aaron, go ahead and roll me a d20.
Well, this
Because
is
you're the one who
really...
made the survival harvesting. Alrighty. You actually managed to get quite a bit of meat off this thing. If you can find some way to maintain and prepare this meat and not just have it raw, you've got 16 individual rations worth of meat with you at the moment.
Has anybody got salt?
Nope.
Okay. Well, when we bed down for the night, we're gonna smoke this shit.
Alrighty.
Oh, can I take the antlers with me?
Sure. They are rather large. Are you going to try and keep the rack intact, or just like take each antler?
I would like to try and keep it intact.
I think you should put
Okay.
it on your armor.
I was thinking of sending it home and having it hang over my bed. Worthy kill.
This is not a small rack by any means. You aren't going to be able to fit this easily through any normal doorways, and just lugging it around is going to be a pain because the antler rack is longer than your wingspan. Any of you.
We don't have wings, so I would hope so.
Arm span. And so you currently have strapped to your back, Tocklin the dwarf, a set of antlers that spread probably a good, like, pointing up like 4 feet in either direction from your shoulders. Just these almost like bony protrusions that, if they were coming out of your back, would look like the remnants of wings. But instead, it's just this large, like, headpiece strapped to the back of your back.
Nice. Can I get fear? Will enemies fear me if they see me coming?
Provided you don't trip with it there. But
A
nevertheless,
Fine set.
y'all have a
Fine coin.
strip this giant elk as bare as you're probably gonna get it. And you continue along down the road. Rest of the day is uneventful after a well-earned morning's bounty of meat. As you bed down for the night, go ahead and attempt to field smoke this by making me another survival check, Brother Aaron.
Roger that.
I'm assisting.
Sure, go ahead and roll it then with advantage as he's helping you.
So I just roll it again.
Yeah, roll it again.
Okay, you're
Nice.
supposed to roll higher. Come on.
I had my good rolls earlier.
A 13. You get most of the meat. You don't, unfortunately, get all of it. Some of it isn't able to be well preserved with this. So you only manage to take 12 individual rations instead of 16.
That's fine. I don't suppose we get to eat the other 4 tonight.
In the process of trying to preserve them, 4 of them.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
We get 3 and then we use 1.
Alrighty, so you have 3 more days of adventuring off that giant elk if you eat 1 added to your total distance. So y'all currently have plenty of food to go the distance. As you wake up in the morning, get back on the road again. Now 2 days out from pun clock. Someone go ahead and roll me a d20 to see what the day ahead brings.
Is it my turn?
Yep. This has been like a epic fucking like Jesus Christ.
It is. Early road travels are a dangerous thing in a wilderness like this. It is why almost everything goes armed and guarded.
Definitely getting a horse if we can next time we're in.
Agreed. We should just get a wagon, actually. I'm proficient.
That works.
Already at 12. The day starts out relatively uneventful. You see in the distance, about halfway through the day, several vultures seemingly circling over an area off to the far right. It is not in your path, but if you wanted to go check it out, you could.
I don't think we should.
Sounds like feeding ground. We want to see if there's more food, or we could just keep going.
It could be food, it could be people needing help. I said we take a look, there might be money involved.
I've done a battle. I'm
I
okay
don't
with either.
mind taking a look.
Here's, you want to do some recon for us?
Alrighty.
Sure.
Go ahead and make me. You gonna sneak up, Ears?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and make me a stealth check.
I'm gonna try and stay behind as far as I can.
60 feet, I'm keeping.
Yeah, I want to stay about 100 yards behind her. Close enough so we can support her, but not close enough that...
I have a giant rack on my back.
100 yards is 300 feet. You're not going to be able to help her.
Well, if she stays at a distance from them, she can fall back pretty quick. We form a line, and then we fight them from there.
So unfortunately, Ears, as you approach, the vultures seem to spot you coming and scatter. What you come upon is a couple of pairs of wagons, 2 of them that have been broken And it seems like they've been broken for at least a couple of days. It looks like an axle may have snapped in mud. You're not sure why it's so far off the road. But as you kind of look around, go ahead and make me a perception and then an investigation roll. Okay. At your best guess, as you're kind of just glancing around the area, there is some poorly maintained food stuff here. It looks like due to the storm that rolled through the area, as best you can tell, these wagons sought some form of protection off the road, and in the midst of it, something hit them. You can see gouges in the side of the wagon, long, like claw marks almost. And then other places where there's been like almost a burn mark here and there in the side of the wood. Not like from fire, but from like an acid.
Fuck.
God.
Fuck this.
The wagons are left here. There are no bodies. And what
I
remains
bet not with that acid.
has been kind of ransacked both by whatever hit this and by the vultures in the time being. You don't see anything of unique value at the moment.
Okay, I guess we're good to just keep on heading out then.
Okay. Then as you join back with the party and let them know of the clawed and acid marked vessels, y'all continue on your journey. The day passes uneventfully. There have been, besides that cart, you haven't passed anyone else on this. It is a fairly well-traveled road, which strikes y'all as odd as you're getting closer to Punklock. As you knew you eliminated the major trade merchant that ran this region, but he should still have caravans even with his passing going through the area. Like, people need supplies. The fact that you haven't passed really anyone in that time is, in a way, slightly dissettling. But nevertheless, as we settle down for the night and begin the final day's worth of travel to Punklock, whoever's making the last D20 roll, go ahead and do so.
I think that's you, Lex.
14. As you travel, there is almost a gentle fog that rolls in the morning. As you begin this last day, the path ahead becomes murky and poorly able to see. And as you travel, you all begin to hear almost whisper noises through the fog, just continuously almost passing around you.
Wonderful.
I need everyone to go ahead and make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh, fuck. Oh, God. Okay, thank God.
Alrighty. Tocklin and Timid, as these whispers just continue to assault your ears, it becomes disorienting, in a sense. If it weren't for Laximus and Brother Aaron kind of helping guide and maintain your presence on the road ahead, you could have very easily steered off track and gone into whatever this fog is. But after about an hour's worth of travel, your senses begin to resharpen and focus, and you don't wander off as much. And the road ahead is still there. And you can, as you make it to the end of the day's journey, see the town of Punclock just over the rise.
Time to meet Pyro's girlfriend.
Woo, pretty town.
We're coming in. Let me get a player token. We'll put ears as the marker for y'all for now. As y'all come into town in the late afternoon, early evening, tired from a day's walk into the town of Punclock.
I think we should find a tannery right off the bat and see if we can
Yep.
get these skins dealt with.
Skins on these antlers, see how much they're worth.
I'm just waiting for someone to stop us because there's a dwarf walking around with a massive set of antlers.
As you walk into town, you are definitely noticed. And people give Tackling odd looks. But you are rapidly approached as one of you is just carrying like a giant deer hide, and another is carrying a giant direwolf pelt. By a small town militia guard almost, who goes, that smells, as he points at the direwolf pelt that just reeks, and he goes, that smells awful. I don't know what the tanner can do with it, but if you go over to the merchant district, there's a tanner there, and see what he can do. But oh gosh, and he just runs off, trying not to vomit from the smell that y'all have. Through a week's worth of travel to effectively built up a tolerance too.
Okay. Well, we walk over to the tannery.
Sure. You see just a rather, like, most of the town is just housing with a couple of inns scattered throughout. But there is a really well organized, just like almost like a shopping district or a strip center where it's like forge, tanners, and tannery, and like herbalism, tanners, and it's just like back to back to back shops.
Nice.
And then on the other side, there's just like a guild headquarters clearly marked across a plaza.
What's the
On the
guild?
other, it seems to be like it just says all artisans apply here on a sign nearby. So
Interesting.
it seems like it's some form of merchant's guild, if nothing else.
All right. Well, I walk into the tannery and look around to see if I can't find the proprietor.
Sure. It is later in the evening, so there is a younger human male who's currently just looking away at a hide in the corner. Like, that something's wrong. What do you? Oh, hi. How can I help you?
Well, we've got a couple really, really nice large hides here, and we'd like to know if we can either sell them to you or get them preserved nicely. And I think you'll find the dwarf has a rather large rack as well.
We're so much.
Right. Yeah, I can treat your rack if you need it maintained. That's fairly well doable. The elk pelt, I can do something well. That direwolf pelt though looks like it's been through. Like, how old is that thing?
4 days, 5 days.
Closer to a week at this point.
I'm gonna say 7 in Draconic.
Hey, we washed it thoroughly.
No.
I can see what I can do. If you leave it here, I can leave it up overnight, see what I stretch it, work on it.
Okay. I mean, is it a value to you by chance? Its current state.
Well, do you
even?
want it made into something, or are you just trying to sell it?
Well, we need some form of portable housing, whether it's a teepee or something along those lines that we can set up.
You mean like tents?
Yeah. We need a good sturdy couple of tents.
Yeah, I mean, I've got like the material for tents, or you could go to the general store and buy cloth ones. Both work.
Yeah, but isn't cloth kind of like?
It's treated with like a waxy substance, I think, to help it be like moisture resistant.
Gotcha.
But if you want it made out of hide so that you know it's like a solid object, I can do that for you. I can most likely take that giant elk pelt and put it to use.
You think you can make us two good tents out of these here?
I don't think I can make a tent out of the dire wolf. Not a good one at this point.
I'm insulted.
It's just due to the condition and the like damage to it at this point.
How about a nice set of armor with it? Maybe
Is
like
there
a chest
anything
plate?
that can be done to it?
I mean, I can make it into a fairly good cloak or
Yes.
like a cape.
Yes.
She would love a cloak. That would work out great.
It'll take me about 3 days, and since you're providing the materials, we'll say 4 silver pieces for the cloak.
And a tent?
And the tent 2 days and come back and I can get it in, I don't know. He seems to hesitate over the math as he's trying to like do it in the head as he's like I think they sell tents at the general store for, we'll say, a gold piece for the tent
Okay.
to fit.
So here's the deal. I'll give you 3 gold pieces. We'll come back in, you say 4 days?
Yeah, and I mean in 3 days I can have them running at the same time.
Okay.
I just can't do it any faster.
Here's 4 gold pieces. We'll be back in 3 days. Have us 2 tents and a cloak, and all the stuff we need to put that together. And you can keep the change. Sound good?
Yeah, that'll work. I'll have it ready for you. Thank you for your patronage.
All right, man. You have a great one.
Now, how much for this fine rack?
What do you want done with it?
What can be done?
I mean, I can collaborate with the woodworker to have it put on a plaque. I can just like clean it up and like sterilize it so that it'll blown bleach. So that it can just be the rack itself and mounted. I could potentially like have it broken down for you and made into like a couple of daggers or something. It really depends on what you want done.
Well, how much would it be worth if I had it plaque? How much would it sell for?
Considering it's just a rack, no head. It's a good rack though. What's the
And I while the guy's
26,
thinking,
28 points.
I grabbed the dwarf and mentioned, "We are on the move, buddy. You're not gonna be able to carry a large rack around with you, and God
How do you
knows
think
when
I'm
you're
trying
going
to
home."
sell it?
Just saying, don't try and get a big piece for your house if we're not going home anytime soon.
There's this wonderful thing called shipping here, buddy.
I roll my eyes and walk off.
So how much was it worth lost?
Well mounted to the right people, somewhere in the 25 gold piece range.
Mm-hmm.
Cost you about a gold to get it mounted.
That sounds like a great deal.
Alrighty. Then I'll
So
leave
are
that
you
here.
going to
and-
give it to him and... Hello?
Yeah, because he has
Yeah,
to
you
mount
did.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is taken, and it'll be mounted for the price of a gold from your wallet, Tocklin. And it'll be, if you want to come pick it up from him, he says, due to the, I'm probably going to be focusing on the cloaks first, so probably an additional day after that. Sorry.
4 days.
So about in the 4th day, end of the day, come pick that up.
Okay.
Plus, it has to sit out and like be bleached for a couple of days in the right conditions. So,
Is there an animal husbandry place around here? A guy who sells horses?
I think one of the inns also like doubles as a like sells horses for patrons who come through. Or you can go check out with one of the farms, but unfortunately I don't know of anyone who's just running a like horse farm in the area at the moment.
All right, appreciate it. Thanks. See you in
No
a few
problem.
days.
So
Alright.
you
As we leave the shop, what time is it? You said it's fairly late?
yeah, it's late. It's early evening, so all the people who were working jobs are now heading to various taverns and bars to grab dinner or head home.
I poke my head back in the tavern shop. Hey, or the
Tannery.
cannery. Is there a inn or tavern around here you recommend?
There's a couple in town.
Which one do you recommend?
Probably the Rockin' Robin. Go back up the street, take a left, then take another left, and it'll be the first major tavern on your left. You won't miss it. It's like 2 stories, has a stable.
Or less. Okay. All right. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. All right. He recommends Rockin' something or other tavern. Y'all want to head over there, see if we can't find a place to bed down for the night?
Sure.
Figure tomorrow we can look for horse and wagon, maybe.
Alrighty. You you head over to the tavern. It's not hard to find. As it's really stands out over the surrounding like area. And as you get in, there is a male half-orc behind the bone. Is like, how can I help you?
We're looking for a place to stay for a couple days and then some information.
I can do both if you got the coin, or the later one, depending on what you want to know. I can answer.
Sounds good. What are your going rates for either 2 rooms or a really nice suite?
Don't really have any suites available at the moment, unfortunately. Those are currently taken by a few couples who are on a sightseeing tour or something together. But a couple of rooms. Each room will run you about 3 silver for the night.
All right. Here's a gold piece, and I'd like to have mine locked down for the next 3 days.
Sure, room for you for 3 days.
Here's, you want to bed down with me or get your own room?
I'll stay with you.
Cool. I point
Still
to the
me
dwarf
either.
and the elf. Oh, of course. I figured. Would expect none less. What about you two? You're gonna get a room, or?
Yeah, I guess we'll share unless Lax says otherwise.
Maximus will follow.
All right.
All right.
You might want to pay for it. Figure out how you're gonna pay for it.
9 silver for 3 days, or
A gold. Keep the tip.
no? Thank you kindly. He'll toss you each a key. There's your room keys. You're up on the 2nd floor. Think your rooms 4 and 5 respectively.
Appreciate it. Do you guys happen to have anybody around here who sells horses and or wagons?
We sell horses, wagons. You'd have to talk to the woodworkers over at their shop. They kind of run products of that nature from there. But
Okay.
yeah, we can sell you horses. What
Awesome.
kind you looking for? A draft horse, a riding horse, a war horse?
We'd like 2 horses that are in good shape and could pull a wagon.
So draft horses then. Unless you want, to slap a war horse up to it. Wouldn't recommend that, but you could.
How much are war horses?
War horses are our most expensive due to their ability to be trained for combat. They are very priced and they're running pieces.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the price. How much?
400 gold pieces.
Ooh, each?
Yes, sir.
Damn. All right, what about the drafting horses?
Draft horses will run you 50 gold pieces apiece.
Yeah, Tolkien and
Reliable,
Lax.
well trained, and good at the bit.
Not sure you guys want to. I mean, it'd be really cool to have 2 war horses we could cut free from the thing to whoop ass when we get into a fight, but.
I don't think we have enough to buy one.
Oh, we probably do if we pull our money. How much you got, Ears? Yeah, that's
Yours
what I
isn't
thought.
sharing her money.
Just like 300 gold.
Yeah, I've got 135 or 134. What are you at, Lax?
5. I'm more
Yeah.
concerned with plate armor for the 3 of us, though, or at least me.
Yeah, we'll probably just stick with the drafting horses. We're gonna have to talk to the carpenters first, though. So, maybe we'll swing back by in the morning and see what we can work out on that.
Sure, if I remember right, wagons are actually simple. Don't quote me on this, but I think that they run somewhere in the 30 to 40 gold pieces range. To be able to carry somewhere from 300 to 500 pounds worth of stuff. If you want a bigger cart,
What if we wanted modifications to the cart?
oh, I don't know. You'd have to that'd be conversations with them.
Do y'all have a blacksmith in town?
Yeah, we do. Up at the
Cool.
corner of the shopping street.
Okay. And can you show me roughly where I can find the wagon person?
They should be I think it goes, if I remember right, I haven't been over there in a few days. Forge, herbalism, tannery, woodworkers.
Gotcha.
Going down the street.
Awesome.
And then alchemy and then brewery, if I remember what the other 2 are at the moment.
What are y'all serving for dinner tonight?
Tonight we're doing beef stew with cabbage and a sweet roll.
Is the cabbage in the stew?
No, it's boiled on the side.
All right. I'll take 2 beef stews and 4 sweet rolls. You can keep the cabbage. What do you got on draft tonight?
Got a few different ales. You want something with a kick or something that's cheap?
We'll go
Put
with
me
a
on the
kick.
floor.
Put you on the floor. It's gonna be a bit of a challenge considering you're a dwarf, but I'll see what I can do. I've got a couple of special beers. They're a bit more expensive. They're gonna run you 2 gold piece for a drink, but I guarantee you if not by the second, but by the third, you're gonna be on the floor, good sir.
And the stew?
The stew, if you want it for the whole group, or just the 2 stews and 4 loaves for 2 stews and 4 loaves, will run you a gold piece altogether.
Okay. I give him 5, so I give me and Ears stew and rolls, and we go and sit down
Sure.
with our drink.
All right. Well, are you getting a nice drink, or you getting the knock you out drink, or just a regular drink?
I mean, I gave you 4 gold. I'd hope we're getting the good drink.
I was just checking to make sure to determine the consequences.
I plan,
Lax, what are you drinking?
unlike the dwarf, I plan on sipping mine for the entire evening. But
okay, you're only drinking the one. Got it.
yeah,
because when you drink it, it is potent. It is the alcohol. It is good, but it is very strong.
I'm gonna put 2 gold on the table for the strong drink.
Okay.
Just not gonna say anything.
Alrighty. Pie, how many are you drinking?
I'm gonna start with 2. Let's go from there.
Alrighty. Make me a con save, please, after you drink the second one. Alrighty. And that'll do it for the first one, obviously. But go ahead and make me another one. Yeah, no, you slam back the first one and you're fine. The second one is definitely making you, even with your resistance against various toxins and poisons as a dwarf, start to feel woozy.
Another.
Where were we supposed to meet the Tiffling, whatever her name is?
She just said to meet her in the town.
Okay.
I'm sure she'll find us.
I look around the tavern while me and Ears eat and see if there's insider perception to see if anybody's in the area we should keep an eye
out. Insight to see if there's anyone you should watch out for. Perception to see if there's anyone you recognize. There are a couple of rougher looking guys around the bar, but you're guessing they're probably just patrons at the moment. No one who seems to be looking to cause trouble. And no one you recognize at the moment.
Cool.
Pie, even with the 22, with the third one that you just tossed back, there is all of a sudden a pulse as like the 3 are starting to mix together and merge, and these were designed to knock dwarves out.
Oh.
And you just slump.
Oh, okay.
All right, well, me and Ears have just finished our food, so I look over at Lax, point at the dwarf, and start helping him up and dragging him up to the room.
I'm still sitting at the bar. He'll just say softly, "I'll take him up when I'm going up."
You sure? All right, well, I drop the dwarf back in his seat, passed out. Make sure his head's back so he's not going to drown in his own vomit. And
he's not vomiting, but he's out for the count at the moment.
He's unconscious, right?
Yeah.
I look over at Ears and I grab the dwarf's face and say, "Hey Ears, you ready to go to bed?" She says, "Yeah." I'm like, "All right." And then I let go of the dwarf's
Can I
head.
involuntarily slap him somehow? Just like a reaction from something touching me.
Roll me a high.
And he broke up.
Or what?
Highs or lows?
Highs.
Ooh.
As you're nodding the head, unfortunately, the battle training on this dwarf causes one of his hands to just kind of fling up and slap you in the face, Pyro. Does no damage, but
I let go of the
Oh,
dwarf's
dear.
head so it falls a little harder than necessary on the table. And grab ears and we run off up to our room.
alrighty. The two of you head off to bed, locking the door behind you, I'm assuming.
Yep, and putting a chair underneath the door just in case.
Sure. Your night is as peaceful as it's gonna be.
I don't like the sound of that.
Laximus, you're sitting down at the bar by yourself.
I'm gonna look to the bartender and I'm gonna ask, is there any news out of Udenland? My family's up there and I haven't heard anything from a while.
Oh, Udenland. Town criers haven't said anything since the strike on them a few weeks back. No major news. At least
What
nothing that's
strike?
made it here. The military strike. Did you I think it was a couple of months ago, there was a strike by Drutban on Udenland taking over some of their territory. A few weeks back now, don't remember, maybe month and a half.
I would have still been traveling to Hacklefoss at that time, right?
Yeah.
Do you have any more details?
Damn, dog.
No, unfortunately, no. All we know is that whatever the insurgents was for once wasn't successful.
Maximus is gonna sit there and ponder that. He's gonna finish his drink.
Hey, you don't like that dog anyway.
He'll meet the bartender and attempt to pick up the dwarf fireman style.
Okay. The dwarf is humming a light tune as you sling him over your shoulder and carry him off up to bed.
I'm gonna make sure I hit his head on every wall on the way up. I'm gonna throw him on the floor and get to bed.
Okay. You lock the door or nah?
Yeah.
Okay. Doors are locked. Sleep is had by all. You don't wake up with a hangover, but you do wake up with a headache in Tocklin.
Ow. Good stuff.
Get up, I'm gonna look at him and say, "Damn, you fell asleep on the floor. Must have had a rough night."
I don't remember leaving the bar, so
Oh, you walked up here. It was pretty interesting to watch you walk. Don't think I've ever seen a dwarf walk like that before.
I wonder.
And that's when the snuggling began.
So,
All right, me and Ears, I guess, arise and knock on the door. Y'all ready to go?
Yep.
you all come out of your rooms, come downstairs, and sitting at a table in the downstairs dining area is a familiar purple tiefling.
I walk over to the bar. What's for breakfast?
Considering what's in season, eggs and cabbage.
That's it?
Yeah, at the moment.
You don't have any bacon, sausage, anything?
I mean, I can whip you some up, but it's not something that I'm mass producing just off the cuff.
Well, yeah. I'm a growing boy. I'm going to need some bacon or sausage.
Sure, how much you want?
You want some, babe?
Sure.
I don't know. Maybe a pound of bacon, half dozen eggs, and you got some biscuits back there?
Uh,
If not, some of the leftover sweet rolls will work.
Yeah, I can do that. Considering the bacon, we'll call it a gold and a half for breakfast for the two of you.
Sure, toss him 2 gold. We'll be over there with the purple lady.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna go over and sit down next to the purple lady.
Well, now I hope y'all had a good night's sleep.
Hey, beat the trip up here.
Mine wasn't too bad.
Oh, you must not have experienced a great monsoon.
Oh, I remember it, but it wasn't that bad. A couple of reflectors and we were fine. The boys complained for a few days, but they got over it.
A couple reflectors?
Yeah. She gestures and a little disc of light appears over her head. It keeps things from falling on me.
Interesting. So what can we do for you, purple lady?
Well, I've got a couple of things I'd like you to do, but we won't talk here about them. We'll go take a walk in a bit. Enjoy
good.
your breakfast.
Where would you like us to meet you? Or just hang out?
We'll just hang out. I'll wait for y'all. It'll be easier this way.
Cool beans.
And so, what's up?
I asked the barkeep to fill my water skin with some more booze.
The stuff from last night or something else?
Whatever knocked my ass on the floor. If he's got something stronger, we'll take that as well.
No, that's about the strongest I got. I don't carry any of the stuff designed to make bigger creatures drunk.
Well, then I'll take a water skin filled with that, please.
Sure, that'll basically count as a flagon of it. Because water skins unfortunately don't carry a lot of liquid.
Thankfully.
Yeah. So you have a flagon of very strong ale at your leisure. Maximus, you settle against the barkeep's like, you need anything this morning?
I should be fine.
Alrighty. Let me know if you need anything. After about 10-15 minutes, a pound of bacon and various other foods are brought to the table. For those who have ordered them to enjoy. After breakfast.
Oh yeah.
The tiefling sends them. She's like, well, if you're ready, let's take a walk, shall we?
Sure, why not?
Just, we're not going far. Just, unless y'all want to go talk in one of your rooms, that would actually be easier. Might make you feel comfortable too.
Yeah, let's go to our room. Head upstairs. Come on.
Sure. So, you all convene in your small, 1-bedroom inn room. And it's like, all right, so, the boys are great and all, but if you're going to be wanting to work in this long term, I'm going to need you to do a couple of tasks while we're in town.
Okay.
One of them's fairly easy. The other one is going to definitely challenge you. The first is simple. The local alchemist has found herself a poor manager of money and has made a deal with, let's say, some of our compatriots. You need to make sure that deal fails so that she has to work for us. She's getting a large shipment of goods coming in. They're going to be passing through the hills in a day or two. If you can stop them on the bridge there, make sure those supplies can never make it here, she'll owe us a rather hefty sum.
Do you have any issue if those do you want the goods, or do we get to keep them?
There are various supplies for chemical uses. If you can collect them, bring them to us so we can give them to her as a working source once she's working for us, that'd be appreciated, but I'd rather them gone than able to make it back into town.
Okay, we'll drop them off if we can, minus anything the elf wants. And if we can't, we'll blow it up.
Fair enough. And now for the more difficult task. This one, well, it's gonna take some ingenuity on your parts, I'm afraid. I've been puzzling over how to get it done, but it's orders are orders, unfortunately.
Explosives always finish the job.
And who is giving said orders? Just curious.
You know, I've never met him. Always get him by letter, and she'll pull out a piece of paper. Get instructions on various jobs and details, and get good pay. And have promise of a fairly high position when this is all said and done.
Interesting. I mean, what's the end game goal here? Taking over the region, or
Something along those lines, I think. They the powers that be here seem fairly confident in their ability to control the region if a few moments of chaos are interjected here and there.
Roger that. All right, carry on. Sorry.
So here's what I need you to do. There is in the woods nearby a creature, a famous creature that is a golden boar, supposedly. A lord from the Queen's court has come with a small retinue to hunt the boar. We need him to die, but to make it look like the boar did it.
Oh boy. Okay. And how many people are in this retinue?
We're not sure at the moment. Our best guess, considering it's a lord from the court, could be anywhere from 5 highly trained to around 20 to 30 more peasants and nobles.
Do you have any inside men?
Unfortunately, not with this court. That's what's making this so challenging.
Yeah, I can imagine. You want us to take somebody out, make it look like an accident with zero intel and up to 30 people guarding him. Yeah, that's definitely complicated.
Yeah, luckily he's been here for supposedly about a week. I only got in early this morning, so I haven't had time to canvass him and his group. But they haven't had any success so far as I know, and I think they have enough supplies to go for another week or two. So
Now, when you say looks like the board did it, is disappearing enough to make it look like the board did it, or do they need to find him gored?
So long as when they go to investigate, the conclusion comes up, killed by boar, it's okay.
Okay. All right.
We don't want to tip a hand to an assassination, but he has proved resistant to some of our plots in the past, and we need him out of the way.
Resistant to some of your plots in the past. Care to explain that a little bit more in further detail?
There are lords who can be bribed and lords who can be convinced to look the other way and various other things. This one has proved noble.
So you've tried to buy him and it didn't work, and you've tried to blackmail him, it didn't work, and now you're trying to kill him?
In a sense, yeah.
Is this the first attempt on his life?
I don't know. This is my first attempt on his life.
Enough. All right, so what's the compensation package looking like for these 2 dirty deeds done?
The first one, first one's an easy cash source compensation. The second one's more of a invitation ticket. The first one, you get it done. You get 500 gold pieces. Easy, clean, done and dusted. The second one, that's the one where if you manage to get it done, you get to come with me to the meetup in a week and a half's time with a few other groups. And and if all goes well there, we get an invitation to the Citadel.
That's our seat at the table, basically.
Pretty much.
What's the name of the Lord?
This is Lord Edwin.
Lord Edwin. Okay. All right. Any questions, guys?
No.
Max?
Good with it.
What'd you say?
I'm okay with it.
Okay. Any questions or?
I'm okay with it. It means I have no questions.
Okay. Dwarf?
It's fine. Seems like explosives will do the work.
For what exactly?
Yes.
Okay. How? Max, can you make sure he doesn't drink whatever it was he's been drinking? Because obviously, it's affected his mental state.
I'll try. I can't really stop him. He's a dwarf.
Would you
All
like
right.
it?
We will do our best to get this done as soon as possible. What do we? Once it's done, how do we let you know?
I mean, the Lord's death will make the news, and I'll hear rather quickly about the failure of the caravan. So long as someone makes it to let her know the caravan didn't make it. So that one, once it's done, I'll meet you here. Pay you. I'll meet you here for once I hear news of either one. How's that? And if you're not here, well, hopefully we'll be able to find each other.
All right. Well, I think we have what we need. We'll see what we can do, and we'll talk to you soon.
It's been a pleasure as always. And she'll leave.
I think once she's left, and I peek out and make sure she's actually walking away.
She seems to walk down the stairs, and you lose sight of her.
Shut the door, relock it, and say, well, the first part's gonna be pretty easy, but that second part's gonna suck a nut. I figure we camp out on the bridge, play bridge troll for the herbs and stuff. We let Ears loot whatever alchemical stuff she wants, and then either burn it or store it somewhere. And then for the other one, depending on the size of his retinue, it might just be easier to kill him and then make the body look like a boar did it. We can probably get some...
Or just feed it to the boar.
True. That could possibly work. We need to get some items possibly from the tannery, but we'd have to do it in such a way that maybe people don't notice, because if we go over and say, hey, can I borrow some boar hooves and boar horns, somebody might, connect that to us at a later time. So maybe when we go in there today, Ears can acquire that while we're looking for the rest of our stuff.
How golden is it?
Well, the gold part's irrelevant, really. We just kill the guy, make it bloody, make sure his corpse is ripped open like he got gored, and then stamp the whole area with hooves and horn things, and we ought to be fine. The issue is, if he's got a retinue of 30 people, that's going to be a problem.
There's definitely going to need to be some scouting on that one.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, if it's a small party, we might be able to replace the guard if it's only like a couple.
True. Maybe Lax could get hired and be our inside man.
Into that.
Unfortunately, I don't think we have time to do that this week. Probably a good stopping spot for the day.
That'll work. We'll
All right.
pick up,
stream. Thank you so much for watching. For now, this is going to be a weekly stream while I figure things out and decide what my next plan is for the business side of things. You may get some videos on YouTube this week. I'm trying to decide what I want to do. So make sure you follow it on YouTube and Discord. I'm actually thinking about getting rid of Twitter for the next 6 months or so, just to kind of regenerate my mind a little bit. That being said, I do want to thank all of you guys for coming out and watching tonight. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode of The Queen of Sorrows. And we'll be back next week at 3 o'clock. Y'all have a great night.